Hey everybody, Charles Calhoun, aka the Shade Tree Pro. Now, one of the things I'm going to talk about here today is continuing on, about, where we look at swing thoughts, and the way that we see things in itself, in essence, also is a way of thinking. In other words, you've heard Tiger say things like paint a picture. When you paint a picture and you see a visual image, in a sense, that is a thought. It is an image. It's using a part of your creative visualization. Now, one of the things that I've done, with my top down, I have visually went in and actually looked, on YouTube and different ones, showing the different movements of the scapula, and most importantly, looking at the scapula, how it goes up and down, because that's what I'm trying to create. I know it has other movements, but what's really significant to top down is that it is going up, it is going down. Yeah, it's going back, it's doing certain things, but we need to get the basic movements of it. So because I have those basic movements of what it is, then it makes it much easier for me to create it in my visualization to be able to see certain things, because regardless if I'm thinking about it or not, the thought is there, the image, the picture is there. So I'm standing right here and I can visualize, which is still thinking. I can visualize my scapula going up, scap going down, and it's just a consistency because I created with something like a piston that's going up and down, or any image that I want to think of something going up, something going down. So that's always incorporated in there. And then it allows me to be able to take that picture and put that picture into what it is that I'm doing to be able to make a consistent swing. Because I won't lie to you, when I'm sitting here hitting golf balls, I tell you what, I have a lot of visualization that I have. I mean, I can see myself. I remember Ted Williams told Tony Gwynn, when he was teaching him about hitting, he said, man, I can see the smoke coming off my back. That's a visual image in the sense of, of thinking about seeing it when you're sitting there and that pitch coming and boom, that visual image creates that preset of what you might be looking for, whether it's in, hitting a baseball or in your swing. Now, I visualize, the way that I want this ball to be struck. I can even visualize in my head excuse me, I can visualize where I want to hit the ball on the club face. So different shots that you're hitting is going to require you to use some kind of thinking and essence, and it's up to you to be able to make that thinking as simple as possible. So as I said before, don't fall for the thing that there's no thinking, because the simplest thing, as it always can say, and it's so easy, and so many people laugh when I said this, even when you tell yourself that you have no swing thoughts for the downswing, telling yourself not to have swing thoughts for the downswing is a thought. Matter of fact, it's an actionable thought. And me personally, I think it's a detrimental way of thinking about it, because of this simple fact right here. Do we not, when we get up and get ready to hit a ball, do we not tell people, don't look at the trouble or something, and the next thing you know, they hit it in the trouble? So when you're telling your body not to do something, sometimes your body can be stubborn and say, well, why are you telling me not to do it? I'm going to do it anyway. So when you tell your body not to do something, then all of a sudden chances are it's going to try to do it anyway. And that is the difference between positive thinking and negative thinking. As I said before, I basically have my swing thought, get the club up, scap down, and inside of that I have secondary actions that create the type of shots that I want. So people, like I said, get your thinking right. Think right, play right. Hey, Charles Calhoun, aka the Shade Tree Pro. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Absolutely don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Let's keep this thing pushing it, and because we're building something here. I tell people all the time that top down is just not like a system that I've created that you can just take what's being taught in the industry, and that top down is just a band-aid. No, top down is a real philosophy in the sense that you can build methods off of. So when y'all think of stack and tilt and all those other different methods that they have taught and they're teaching in the game, those methods are based on what the foundation of what they're saying the swing is, based on the upper body and just the lower body. Well, top down is a foundation in itself with upper body, middle body, lower body, dead finger grip, how I move the head, all these different things that allow you to create a certain type of method. Top down is not a method. Top down is a competing, and I'll say it again because we are about competition. Top down is a competing method, a competing system that in itself or whatever goes against the system in a sense that's being taught, in the industry, which a lot of people talk about from the ground up, hips starting or whatever. My philosophy is not from the hips. My philosophy is from the top down, the shoulder girdle that triggers the hips. And you know what? Like I said, you can build a method from what top down is because it is a foundation for someone to do so. And someone will, trust me, it's coming. But like I said again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And people, Charles Calhoun, aka the Shade Tree Pro, always good golf.